free, sharing old stories, just them and me. The world's fast asleep, but we're wide awake, sipping on coffee, no plans to break. Time fades away as the night drifts on, lost in the laughter, the dark nearly gone. No need for answers, no reason why, just two souls awake beneath the sky. No rush to stars and soft street lights, starting or ending, it feels just right. Up late with a friend, the world's at rest, these quiet chats, yeah, they're the best. So here's to late nights, the quiet and deep, with a friend by your side when you should be asleep. In the calm of the night, life feels bright, ending or starting, we're feeling just right. Time fades away as the night drifts on, lost in the laughter, the dark nearly gone. No need for answers, no reason why, just two souls awake beneath the sky. No rush to stars, it's all street lights, starting or ending, it feels just right. Up late with a friend, the world's at rest, these quiet chats, yeah, they're the best. No rush to stars, it's all street lights, starting or ending, it feels just right. Up late with a friend, the world's at rest, these quiet chats, yeah, they're the best. These quiet chats, yeah, they're the best, yeah, they're the best. These quiet chats, yeah, they're the best, the quiet and deep best.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whoever you are, what if any you might be. And welcome to Baker at Night. Isn't it funny you wake up 2 hours before the show and think, oh, I feel awake. I should just stay up. No, I better take another hour's sleep. And then you feel like that DNA lady in the Jason Chan movie case. Just about to pass out. Maybe Diane G is here. Maybe she's sleeping. Hey, Big Doug and Little D. Harmony. 80s man. Julio. Oh. Marissa. You cuddle up tight. Wow. Yana. Does she bake cookies? Jack Matt, I do sometimes. Not today. It's 5 a.m. my time. I would be waking up my neighbor. He would probably not like it if I was in my kitchen banging around. Well, I'll try and make it soft. Hey, Caddy Beans. Celestial folks. I do sometimes bake cookies. Carol Sue, you're right. Hello. HT. Oh, Buttface. How are you doing? American Pie Wipes. Haven't banged a pie in years. Hey, Hilda. Welcome. Yes. Everyone has done that. It's funny how it works. You feel super refreshed and then think, just going to take another hour. Done. Wendy H. Hello. I like that Arizonians finally has started recognizing they don't exist. Looking tired? No, I'm fresh. I had 5 hours of sleep. That's enough. I'm just going to do my 1 hours. Then I'm going to do 2 videos and then I'm going back to sleep. Hey, Ronnie. I have a question about the Dollywood meetup. Will it be inside, meaning an entrance fee? Yes, you will have to pay your own entrance fee. But for the meetup, for the live show, there will be no entrance fee. That's just a meetup at, I don't know where the place is yet. I don't know. I'm just flying 7,000 miles and hope someone plans it for me. But if you want to join the Dollywood, you will have to pay the entrance fee. If you come to the meetup, there shouldn't be any fee for that one. Well, I'll talk you to sleep. Okay, doops. It's a little pricey to get into to Dollywood, but the meetup the next day for the live show should be free. Ah, glad you found me. Yeah, that's I don't know much about it. I follow a few comic book creators and I read about it. As I've always said, if a man says he's a male feminist, you better run because they are often the most weird people in the world. Again, what I can gather, it's been an open secret that he has some very special kinks. And again, don't kink shame and all of that. I don't know. As long as he didn't force any of the ladies to participate. Is it? I Some people do weird stuff that I don't agree with, but as long as it's legal and as long as it's between um, willing participants, then who am I to judge? As long as you keep away from kids or as long as you don't force anyone. But let's just say it's not my flavor. I'm too vanilla for what I read he allegedly did. Especially that lady who had to do cleanup service. That was nasty. No, but you get to ride all the rides. What's my favorite dessert? Pudding. Well, that's why I like that they plan both of it. So because yeah, it's a little pricey, but that's also why we don't just show up, do the show, and then walk off. Because it gives people time to meet us, hang out with us, talk with us, and because last year there were so many creators there, we were in and out doing the show. So we walked around, talked to people, sat down, did the show, walked around. It should be fun. Yes, it will be in Knoxville, Tennessee. It is late. Get to bed. Have some sleep. Well, again, you don't have to join us at Dollywood. Dollywood is kind of pricey, but if you have the opportunity, do it. That's also why I'm saying that I'll try and do one of the two drives down. Then I will, if I'm doing it on the East Coast, I'll probably talk to Marissa if she knows somewhere we can do a meetup and just meet for a couple of hours, have a drink or something, and just say, "Hey, how you doing?" Hopefully, no crazy people will show up and use me as a skin suit. That's one thing that since becoming a YouTube creator, an idiot with a camera, people really have no boundaries. I used to be in politics. I've had my death threats and all the fun stuff you get when you're in politics. But you have some weird people following you sometimes on YouTube. I haven't had to block a lot of people. I think I blocked like two or three who didn't understand this. This isn't real life. You don't know me as well as you do. You don't know me. Na 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 na. Ba, ba. So boundaries, but that's also why if I'm meeting with people, I do it somewhere public. I won't be going, "Oh, you should come down the holler and meet me down the road," because I'll probably be in the bottom of a well with someone yelling, "It puts on the lotion," or "It gets a hose again." Wendy had fun last time at Dollywood. But again, I can totally understand if it's without your price range because it is a little pricey. You just ate some pudding. Oh my. How's the grandbaby? Growing. He he pooped on his mom the other day, so that's a good thing. Shows her how she was as a kid. Ah, thank you, little D. 14 months. Little D didn't go to Dollywood last year, but we still got to hang out a lot at the live tapings. I like pudding. I've always been a fan of pudding. No shade about meeting inside Dollywood. I think it's great. Will be fun for those who can't do it. Yeah. I'm not saying anything. I understand that again, incomes may vary, but I think it's cool that in Dollywood you also because maybe you find out I am boring. Just ask Little D. She said, "Really?" when she met me. But there's a lot more creators you can move around. But it's the same at the open show. There were people there for like 90 minutes before the show, and then during the show you can get to talk to people because I know a lot of people will also say, "Well, do we even get to talk to them if we go?" And we try to do that because I think that's if I have to fly 7,000 miles, I would like to say if people show up to say hello. I might try to do some Knoxville, just some little giveaway. Last year I brought a lot of candy. Might do something like that. Might try and I don't know, find something Danish I can bring to give away and stuff like that. But only if you have the funds for it. No shade if because again it is a little pricey. Oh, T42 has been a member for 7 months. Thank you so much, T42. Hey, Campbell Life. I like pudding. Butterscotch is the best in banana. I like vanilla pudding. I'm vanilla. Hey, Pixie. Hope work was fun and you are about to go home. You had weirdos doing the can read. I'm apparently being dragged into all the drama going around the can read, and I don't get involved in all of that. Miss me with that, will you, girl? My ex-wife. She won't be coming. I have a strict rule: never let my wife and girlfriend meet each other. It'll ruin everything. Yeah, but a lot of people really don't understand that this is it's a window, but it doesn't mean that at 4 a.m. in the morning I really want to talk to you about how your I don't know plantain is that the name plants are growing. Don't get in the baker bubble. Well, you can be in the bubble. If you hear banjos go in the other direction, I will. My nephew military has a choice: Germany, Belgium, or Italy. I said I would ask you. I wouldn't do Italy. Italy is beautiful. If he's in Germany or Belgium, he can take some R&R in Italy. I would do that. Italy is a weird country. Very old in some ways. Germany and Belgium. I like the beer better in Belgium. Like the waffles better in Belgium. But Belgium is also kind of a weird country because, kind of like Arizona, it's made out of thin air. It didn't really exist until the end of the Napoleonic Wars in 1817, 19, the Treaty of Westphalia, I think it was, when they decided that they needed a buffer zone to protect the vulnerable British, so they made that country out of thin air. I've been there a few times. I don't know that much. Germany depends on where. Germany is a massive country for us. It's 90 million people. I think it's the biggest country in Europe. I've been to some of the Air Force bases that you have in Germany, and they are massive. And I'll probably go Germany just because the infrastructure is there. He's going to have everything will be set up so you can have a good time there. Italy, Belgium, no, Germany, Belgium, Italy. That's the way I would rank it. Well, can you fly by Chicago and force Jamie to come? That's why I'm lucky I had girls. Valhalla says Italy. I don't know. Valhalla would have gone to Italy in 1942. Belgians do put mayo on fries. Yeah, and it's Italy. Even though it's a wonderful country, I go there often. Mostly go to Rome. It's very decrepit. It's very old-fashioned. It's depends on where you are. You can run into some of the good old times, like the fellas who used to run New York and Chicago. So that's just why as they say in Germany, Ordnung muss sein. So I like Germany. It's the size of Wisconsin. Don't size shame. Because look at all the land they have in Wisconsin and 25 people living there. No, absolutely not. Belgium is actually torn in the middle, and both sides don't really like the other side. But they hate the Germans more, so that's a good thing. Germany's food sucks. If you live on an American base, you will never have to eat German food because you bring everything with you. But you never had a Wiener Schnitzel if you say Germany food sucks. Now I know of a superior EU country with a great rail system. Germany has pretty decent rail systems. Italy has an airborne unit. Don't you have that in Rammstein as well? Why did my accent turn German when I said Rammstein? Yeah, but you can drive through Belgium in 4 minutes. So Germany, I would take Belgium or Germany. That would be my advice. Don't go Italy. Unless you like living in Florida, kind of. It's not as humid as Florida, and it's old. You only been to Italy. It's a nice place. 6 million people in Wisconsin. Oh, you're as big as Denmark then. That's why I liked visiting the American PXs, because we could go to Burger King. We didn't. Well, we did bring a bar. We call them grill bars, where you can get like grill food, which we call fries and hot dogs and stuff like that. That's grill food in Denmark. Don't ask about it. We did bring that with us to our camp, which was just one lady who had a small enclosure in the back of the canteen where she sold like hot dogs and ice creams. That's all we brought. Going to the Americans, they had a movie theater. They had two different. I think in Tuzla Air Base they had. Did they have Burger King and Pizza Hut? I think they had two different stuff. But what they just served you in your canteen is stuff we never get, and we don't get in Denmark. And when you only have it once or twice every 2 months, it's good. It's all the things that we think about why American is as heavy as they are. Their PX is the size of a small warehouse. Our PX had liquor, a little bit of candy, and cigarettes. That's all we had in our PX. In the American, you can get everything from clothes to workout equipment. We didn't have any of that. Sausages are put in pig intestines. No, normally it's sheep intestines. Yeah, go get some burnt sausage. Burnt sausage doesn't. One of my friends went to Germany. She shipped her Camaro to the States when she moved here. Apparently, didn't realize how many Camaros we have over here at the time. That's a thing I think what a lot of Americans doing duty over here is also shipping back their cars because then they'll ride it in Germany. I wouldn't ride a Camaro in Europe. I looked. Have to do the conversion rate. That's not right. We pay $2 a liter for gasoline right now. So we pay $8 a gallon. That's why we don't drive Camaros, because Camaros drink a lot of petrol. So if you're driving around in a car like a Camaro, you'll have to have your ATM card just stuck somewhere in it because it'll suck it dry. That's why we always laugh when America comes and say, $2.93 a gallon. We can't live like that. That's what we pay for a quarter gallon. Can I get into VFW? Oh, that's Veterans of Foreign Wars. I don't know. I do have a. Well, I can't show it because it has my social security number on it. But I do have a veterans card, so I don't know if it's if I can be let into Veterans of Foreign Wars. You should ask Valhalla about that. But he takes me places where I'm not welcome. Why is Marissa being so mean to you today? Is it a day ending and why? Could be. No fat shaming Baker. No, don't fat shame Baker. But the Croatians, I like Croatia. We could buy Danish beer down there. Marissa having a good day. Plan fan, giggity. I got a feeling. 3.78. Is that what you pay a gallon? Once. Whew, and you're driving American size cars up there. Ooh. Yeah, so still half the price we pay in Denmark. Anyone can go in to drink at the bar? I don't know. Dad has come home. Everything is about to change. Oh my. It's a membership club like the L-Slots. I thought I've seen Justified and you just have to have military ID. I think you're pulling my tail. I have a veteran's card and you still didn't get served in Tennessee. Well, I don't have my picture on my veteran's card. I have my social security number on it, but I don't have my picture on it, which I don't get, but that's the way it is. Miss Valhalla just broke an ice cream scooper in the ice cream. Leave. Go to the goat right now. Just leave the house. Creations were badass MFers. They were kind of funny. I had a buddy of mine who was stationed in Croatia. He was riding armored personnel carrier ambulances in the infirmary, and they really, because you have this thing when you roll up and are told, okay, stop here, this is where you have to pick up someone, and then they'll slap twice on the back. And they found out about that really fast. So some of the times they opened up the hatch. There was friendly guys looking at them over. So they didn't just open it when they heard anymore. Sometimes you have to fight. 378 liter a gallon. Can we just make it 4? It makes it easier. You make weird numbers anyway, so let's just call it 4 liters to a gallon. Get out of the house, Valhalla. I have found. Oh, are you calling me big guy or big? No, big dog, big guy. I haven't really found anything. I didn't do. I want to get back to doing these night shows, but because I had court Wednesday, I didn't do one, and we went late. So just want to come hang out, see where we are gonna go, where chat leads me. We don't have a minimum wage. Your creation by marriage. I've only been to Dubrovnik, lovely city. Watch Game of Thrones, you can see it in that. Hey, Kenny. No, it's become really, really popular, so prices go up. Our mass standards are low enough. Well, you make up units anyway. Let's use a foot to measure, but feet are different size. Doesn't matter. How long is it? Roughly. So let's say 4 liters to a gallon. Hey, Mattia Braca. Well, that's why I'm here. What's the weather like in Tennessee in June? Is it humid? I don't know. It's probably going to be a little humid, but it's still in the not going to die weather. Well, we will be finding somewhere with air conditioning. Might as well make it $7 a gallon in Cali. Yeah, just get the Danish things. Well, the places Valhalla takes me skips on beer. Plant Fan is having a good night tonight. Well, depends on if it's a male foot and a female foot. Yeah, that's why I'm saying, how can you then? And then you have a woman size 10 and a man size 10. Why don't you do like normal people? You start at 20 and just add. So you know that your woman who has a size 10 foot, which is probably, I don't know, a 40, is not the same as a men's size 10 foot, which is a 44, like I use. You don't have to be confused and said, but that's size 10. No. You have numbers. Americans really don't like math. Hot, humid, miserable. One thing it won't be is miserable because we'll be having fun. We have joy, we have fun, we had seasons in the sun. I was going to bed early. Now I'm questioning another drink. Yeah, well, hang out. We're going to be here at least in half an hour more, just until I fulfilled my legal obligations with the Jamie's News Network. Does Greenland have oil? I believe that they believe that they have oil. There will probably also be some in the North Sea, but one problem that the Chinese found out when they tried to take over Greenland like 15 years ago is Greenland have an ice cap that's 3 kilometers deep. 3 kilometers is roughly maybe 2 banana puddings in American numbers. Um, it's really hard to get to all the resources, but and I've explained. My daughter called me the other day and said, "Why are they saying this? These weird Americans." It has nothing to do with resources. It has everything to do with the path that's easiest. Because we have this is what people who believe in the sphere called the Earth. You have America on one side and Russia on the other side. These two places, I don't know if you followed along in history, normally not the biggest fans of each other. And then they have something they call nuclear, and they like to threaten each other with throwing nuclear things at each other. If they are to throw nuclear stuff that way, that'll take a long time, and you can have your early warning systems detect them, potentially shoot it down. But if you have a little Danish colony up here where it's the shortest route, and you have your Greenland-based radars standing, which you have already in the Thule base, then you can have an earlier warning because they will do the pole launch. They'll shoot it up instead of around because it's a shorter distance. It arrived earlier at the goal. That's why America wants a raised presence in the Arctic. We promised you we would do it 8 years ago. Then you elected a new president, and we said, we're not going to pay for that. If we can't fool the Americans and just say, well, we're giving money to Afghanistan in foreign aid, and we count that as our military budget. So we stopped doing anything. We sent frigates up there to protect the area around Greenland. We didn't give them guns. So you go look for all the natural resources in Greenland. It wouldn't be worth it until all the ice melts off. Probably won't happen tomorrow. But the real reason you want to have Greenland, or probably most likely will end with an increased Thule airbase, is you want it as an early warning system, and again, to keep the Ruskies out. It's just geopolitics. It's nothing that important. And the thing is, politicians just like to yell a lot at each other. They're idiots. Why you vote for them? I don't know. Why I vote for the ones I do in Denmark? I don't know. All of them. A woman's 10 is a man's 8. Yeah, that's why instead of having a woman's 8, you have a size 42. And if you need a size 42, that's the same size. Feel like we're getting our chickens washers stuffed here, to borrow Yamaha's terminology. I don't know. You would think men would want to be bigger. No, 44 is a perfectly average size. Is foot size the same as your birthday math? No, foot size has to be real numbers. No, a 10 is like a 41 or 42. That's a Bigfoot Sasquatch even. Yeah, for a lady. My mom had the size 41 shoe. And you couldn't get women's sizes that big when she was... My mom was a portly woman. We're bad? Oh, we're not. Yeah, JNN, Jamie News Network. That's who I work for. So criminals and broken windmills, they don't have that many windmills. Greenland is a really cold place. It's really shitty to put all of that stuff up, but you can get some. You can get 50,000 people who are descendants of the. I don't know what the political correct term is. The Inuits who live in Alaska. It's it's the same tribe that walked over during. Believe the small ice age in the medieval period is when they settled in Greenland. So actually, the Vikings were on Greenland before the native population because the native population didn't arrive until the Middle Ages. But don't think about it. It makes more sense if you just buy it from us. We'll save 4 billion a year, and you can. We have one because they have 2 seats in our national parliament, and one of them wanted a translator. She's born in Denmark. She has run for Miss Denmark back in the day, and now she wants a translator because she claims she doesn't understand Danish. She has a Danish school education, so we have to pay, I think, like 750,000 a year to have a translator, and she gives, on a good year, maybe 5 speeches. So 50,000 people and a lot of identity politics. Brandon, it's yours if you want it. I'll swap it with the Virgin Islands we sold to you in 1919. But ice is melting. We can stop Russia from invading. Well, ice isn't melting that fast. Do you know how long it'll take to melt what's called the inland ice? It'll take more than 100 years. So don't worry about it. And the Ruskies won't invade Greenland. There's nothing there. Baker, I heard you humming the theme song to the A-Team show earlier today. That's my internal theme song. If you can find them and you can hire them, they might help you. They are known as the A-Team. Bam ba dam ba, bam bam ba, bigga bam ba dam ba, bam ba da ba ba. I loved that show when I was younger, K-Dubs. Did you notice they never hit anyone? They shot as bad as stormtroopers. But I thought Hannibal was so cool because he had the leather gloves on. Because when you get punched in the face with a leather glove, it hurts more than if it's just an ungloved fist. I don't know if that's right, but that's what I was told why he had them on. Let's just get the Panama Canal back so we can reroute the ships to the good stuff. Yeah, you can put some customs on the products. I got behind because I was talking about Greenland. Your shoe size is 5.5. That's tiny. Hey, Ferrol. First we can trade you is California. No, because I heard they had a 45% tax rate. I was only 42. I wouldn't go to a higher tax place. You're doing calves today. They were brought up. No, I'm still having trouble with my back, so I'll just do an hour on the treadmill and then I'm gonna do stretches. So haven't done any muscular workout this week because my back is hurting. Got some Nike sneakers that were kid size. The lady I work out with at the gym also buys kid shoes, and apparently it's a thing. Pity the fool. I love that he couldn't fly, so they had to knock him out every time they had to take a plane, and he never found out, oh, we're going to do something because we're going to an airfield. It's a good one. You gotta wait like 35 minutes for Baker to see that and realize you're here. I just said, hey, Farrell. Stop. Of course I scroll. I get into my rants and then I scroll. Well, it ends up over 50%, but that's just semantics. Well, ours is technically 58.6 if you have everything accounted for. Well, have it for as many years as I did have, and you get used to it. Yeah, that's the cheat code. Kit shoes are cheap, and you can get most of the same models, and you can get all the cool ones with the blinking lights and stuff like that. That's why, Farrell. Yes, today is haircut day. It's the 17th, so I'm gonna get these hippie locks taken down a bit. Yeah, I don't know. Marissa's having a bad time. Maybe can you send some of that ice cream to Philadelphia? Maybe it can calm down the dragons. Not that Marissa is a dragon. Absolutely not. We don't call her Khaleesi for nothing. Yeah, I wouldn't want Florida because that's just like Australia. Well, I just it's only bad when you can feel it. I was at my massage therapist last week, and she said, "Is your back killing you?" Said, "No, I'm feeling wonderful." She said, "You can't be." I said, "Why?" She said, "Because you're seized up all along your spine." I said, "I can't feel a thing." 4 days later, I felt it, but it's because you have all the pain overload. You don't feel it. At a hockey coach who would get mad if you punch someone in the helmet because you could always jerk that up and punch them in the throat. That's the thing. I know all of you Americans think, "Oh, soccer is just for ussies." But one of the good things is when you're waiting to for a corner kick to go and head it in or head it away, just hitting someone with an elbow just below the rib cage, great thing for making them not jump as much. I used to be a goalkeeper. When they want to come in and pressure you and start shuffling a little bit, stamping on their foot, especially because in the lower leagues we'll start early and it get real frosty. Just stamp a few feet in the frost, and they don't they don't want to come in and push the goalie around anymore. And always remember, as a goalie, you can go out and punch the ball, and you can have really bad aim. It happens sometimes. I've also been knocked unconscious as a goalie, but don't think about it. I've also hit people in the face. It happens. It's a game. Boom, 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 boom. No. Have I ever grown my hair out? I had the boy band thing with the middle part, and I don't know what you call it, the bowl cut, where you had the undercut, and then that's the longest I ever had. But I don't like it since I've been in the military. When my hair gets as long as I can see it through my fingers, I feel like it's horrible. But that's just me. I might grow or leave the length on the top one a bit, but I hate having long hair on the sides. Uh, who? What? Well, not all Americans. Why would you pay? I love that they can sell specialized toys, and you can no, you can just get a kid sand toy. It's stupid. Oh, you can't touch the goalie. That's a party foul. Not in football. You will try. I had a guy nut shot me once when I was walking. He was walking backwards. I was walking up, and just to bump him in the back to say this is my area. And just as I bumped him, he did the nut shot. That was a good one. I didn't see that because I was going forward. So, and the judge will give you a little leeway. And I was in the lowest league you can play. Most of us were drunk when we played, but that was a good one. Haley Wolf, hello. Semi-professional fighter was one of my coaches, and he told me he would take a punch to the nuts over his liver any day. I wouldn't, but liver shots are really bad. It'll suck the life out of you. I have half a box of Snicker candy bars, the full-size one. Throw those at her. Maybe that'll calm her down. I have mint chocolate chip awaiting me. Oh, I like mint chocolate chip. I like that one as well. We had a Danish football player who got his scrotum detached in a football match because someone yanked down on his. Wasn't it? Yeah, I mean, it was a Danish football player. Maybe it was a Danish football player who did it to someone else, but I just remember that detached scrotum. It wasn't full detached, but just it was ripped. That must have hurt a little bit. Did you go around and trick and treat at your neighbors? Hey, Gina. Gina, 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 yeah. Gina, 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 yeah. Yeah, well, a part of it just popped off. I'm just saying when Brandon brings up, oh, back when I was in hockey, I was, you might have known me from, they made a move about me. They called me the goon. I was kind of like the enforcer. And sometimes I would raise my stick and threaten someone. It's not like that girly football. No. When you see Messi and all of the other ones tumbling around the field, you see nothing. I seen a guy. Well, he got a 6 months suspension because that was crazy. He came running at a guy, jumped, and flat-footed the other guy on the side of the knee and ripped everything inside it. He got a 6 months suspension. That wasn't fair. But lower league football is where, if you want to see how the Vikings fought, just go see a Series 6 football match because everyone's drunk and someone is bleeding. Milk chocolate, salted caramel flavored cashews. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Of course she did. I just want to see the cat sitting there when it spins around. That's what I want with those RoboDucks. It's the same in football. Oh, I thought that's your Hollywood name. Sorry. What? Oh, that it made less sense than it did before. Oh, I I forgot to show this the other day. You all know how much I love idiots. I'm not saying that's why I'm going to meet up with Valhalla, but no, I should be nice. But have you seen their latest expert on their side who clearly shows how John O'Keefe could have been struck? Let's see this. This is how they prove what had happened was. stupid. This is the latest explanation how it's absolutely possible that she struck him. I don't know if you noticed all the times he bounces afterwards. And when I saw it, I said, are they going to bring the Emmy back to tell that she missed all of these injuries? And what you get back from them is just, oh, you got mad. I proved you wrong. No, I made a bit of reenactment. And I just used Google Map and some painting on my screen. Well, not painting on my screen, but yeah. I'm stupid. An old 90s cat program. I don't even know. I know nothing about things like that. No, it's not Plevin. It's Phil debunks Karen Cooks. Shout out. Microsoft dropped the vid. Yeah, actually, as always, high quality. People should go check that one. That looks like it would create some bruising and other injuries. Yeah, that's what I said. He bounced at least 5 times. Don't think about it. It's one of those Smurf accounts who think, well, if we just make up evidence, it might be right. I agree, Camper Life. Oh yeah, I didn't save that one. Maybe I can. He has one where he shows it from the backside. Does he have that one? That's even better. Oh, he has a lot of these. Yes, it's here. Oh, it's good. Full size it. Stop. I used to be a pro. Let's watch this one and just keep an open mind. This could be real life. Tell me if you notice anything here that kind of makes you think. I'm pretty sure this guy didn't do all the mathing correctly. Remember, this is to make it this impact is to make it fit with the little dent on the back. First of all, the car's too low. Second of all, man got no legs. Where are your legs, Lieutenant Dan? Third of all, he got a broken hip, possibly spine contusions. He got a side head injury, not on the back of his head as was found. He got 2 totally frayed knees. But it's us Karen Reed supporters who are the cray crays. That's this is what the Smurfs use as evidence because they are the smart ones. They are the ones we should listen to. The rest of us are just dum-dums. And is that a Honda Fit? It's something Honda. I don't know what. And lastly, because someone brought up Neil Gaiman earlier, no, thank you. Just let us end on a high note. You know, it's January. Everyone is trying to better themselves, trying to get a little healthier, try to shine a little bit more. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. So I'm thinking I have showed you how to get in shape with the pranticizing. I have shown you. What else did I show you? Oh, how to deal with mental stress via the laugh therapist. So, again, I am what's known as a giver. And because I think, oh, and I talked a lot about roids. Don't do roids, kids. Um, but I think I don't talk enough about skincare. My skincare routine, as you can see, with all the cracks on this almost 27 years old face, is lacking. So I have been going around the interwebs, the best place to get good advice to what to do to keep sane, keep healthy. And I thought just before we go, it's about bedtime. You're probably going to apply a face mask. I know Valhalla will. Before you go to bed, so you can have a great night and wake up in the morning when we are going to watch the second part of the third part of the Natalie Cochran case. So, if you're into skincare routines, this could be, and again, I don't know, it could be one for you. I make face mask out of my own poo. It leaves my skin looking radiant. Influencer and content creator, that's like me. So you know it's good. Deborah Pixco has shared her extreme beauty hack that uses her own feces to make a face mask, claiming it leaves her skin look radiant. A budding influencer, that means she claims she's an influencer and she has an Instagram account, has confessed to making face masks out of her own poo to perfect her regime, claiming her skin is softer and more radiant than ever. I will just, again, as I've done before when we had the guy who drank his own pee, your body is built to take out all the bad stuff you take in. It'll separate it out through the kidneys. It'll either leave in a liquid form or a more solid form. All the stuff that's in those two things are the things that's not supposed to be in your body. It could also be if you have excess amounts of vitamins or stuff like that. Especially your solid part is very high in not good stuff. I'm just saying it, not medical advice. We don't give medical advice on this channel, but it's a thing just to think about. Beauty obsessives are always on the lookout for innovative ways to enhance their skin regime or to switch up their normal routines of cleansers, toners, serum, and SPF moisturizers. I don't know what any of that is. However, away from beauty brands and the four-step routine, unusual skincare regimes have been taking the internet by storm. One particular method from content creator Deborah Pixco has caused controversy online as she claims that using her own feces to make a face mask is the secret ingredient to radiant skin. Well, then it's like using a scrubbing mask. That's probably why she has a nasal constriction on. Let me tell you what's explained in the DSM-5. Wanting to be someone on the YouTubes. It's really, I know it's the most wished for profession, or what do you say, career to have, is to be an influencer, because people are seeing all the fancy ones and thinking, oh, I'm gonna be Mr. Beast. No, let me tell you something, budding influencer people. Hey, shizzy raiders, welcome, welcome. We were just talking about poo face masks. Probably not a good time to come in. But all these people who come in and say, "Hey, I want to be an influencer," yeah, it's fine. Content creator, whatever you want to call yourself. The problem is, you have to be unique. And this lady chose her uniqueness was to invent a skincare routine where she rubbed her own poo on her face just to get clout. I've seen I've seen a lot of stupid people online. A lot of these people who think that as long as I'm famous, that's enough for me. But most of the time, if you want to make it, you have to work really, really hard. You have to get up at 5 a.m. in the morning, and you have to keep working. It's not enough just to smear poo on your face. You will not win that. Isn't that toxin? Can it be good for your skin? Some people, yuck. It is highly unhealthy. There's a reason why you don't use your own manure in the fields, because you have E. coli in it. But some people are just stupid. Pokemon, it's a new skincare routine. Her poo or we dog poo do on a budget. I'm not sure I can get Jamie to do a beauty on a budget about poo face masks. So is it late night or early morning, or does it matter? Well, it's late night for you. It's early morning for me because it's 6 o'clock in the morning. But it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is we're having fun. Talking about poo. I don't know why we're talking about poo. Yeah, please hit the like and subscribe. Thank you so much if you do. Oh, Welsh Lady reads, hello. Cow poo for shrooms only. Yeah, you can grow it in manure, but don't use your own feces, because your own feces are made from the products you shouldn't have in your body. So you should wash them out. It's yeah, that's why I show it on the shows where Jamie isn't on, because she would yell at me if I did that. It's all fun and games until the poo face mask enters the chat. Yeah, I think we need a little cleanser. I found this. This is a good cleanser. Cleanser. This one. It just needs some audio, but I don't have that. Look at this funny little fella. See, the internet isn't only filled with bad stuff. Something is good as well. E. coli acne is what you're going to get with a poo mask. Yeah. And you're probably going to get bad breath as well if you accidentally get some in your mouth. Fun fact, goat manure is a cold fertilizer you can apply directly to your garden soil. That's good to know. I've got a box of clay and face mask I can sell you. I woke up sweating and hear Baker saying cow poo mask for mushrooms only. No, I said poo mask for your face and cow poo for mushrooms. It's a cute little, I don't know what they are called. Mink? Something? I don't know. Could be a mink. It's frolicking in the snow. It must be a female. I bet you she doesn't do it. She just did it for an online video. This is the stupid thing about all these people who want to be influencers, who want to, I'm going to go viral. Yeah, hack 2A your way out of that one. Because they want the massive cloud and they think, oh, I'm going to be famous. Yeah, for 2 seconds. But if you're being famous because you smeared something that looked like poo in your face, you ain't gonna get famous, lady. You're gonna be laughed at forever. And that's the thing I don't get with all these. As a almost 27-year-old, I'll still call them youngins. They don't care what they do. That guy who went up to a food delivery guy and got air raided in a mall. That Johnny Somali who goes around and talk bad about people's cultures. I just don't get it. Why do all this stupid stuff? But it's because trying to build it from the bottom is damn hard work. It's every day, all the day, and you have to do something. You can't just go up, slap someone in the face. It's yeah. No, I wouldn't do that to you. I would save that for when James around. I read that Goodwood. No, read stuff. Yeah, and good luck finding a real job because again, I know a lot of people are thinking, "Oh, I got monetized. I'm gonna be rich, y'all." No, it's like OnlyFans. Everyone who goes on OnlyFans thinks I'm gonna be Amaranth. Or what's the weird Australian chick who looks like an elf? In reality, the average OnlyFans model makes $100. I think it's a week or maybe a month. And I know Amaranth make million. The cat, yeah, made makes millions. If one person makes millions and the average pay is $100, a lot of people are not making millions. I can mathing that out. And then you have thrown away your dignity with something that'll be online forever for $50. Is it worth it? I'm just wondering. Yeah, it's so sad that people still jump on those ones. But did you hear the one who had an imaginary husband who's got divorced for him again because he's cheating on her? After the defense attorney in her current case, he might have meant Gentiles. I bet you her mama. Well, no, I shouldn't say that because that weirdo chick in Britain who banged 100 guys and now said she banged 1,053 in a day. Her mom is the one who sends up all the guys who come to bang her daughter. If my daughter called me and say, "Hey, Daddy-o, I could make a lot of money twisting on a sheet with 1,000 guys. Could you rent me an apartment?" I said, "Sure, honey." And she would be admitted to a psychiatric hospital, not a psychic hospital. A psychic hospital is where they say, "I feel like you have, yes, you have arthritis. You're not going to test me?" No, the spirits told me. That's a psychic hospital. Don't go to those. Um, but those ladies, jeebus. It's really about the 1,057 memories. Yeah. See you later, exploit. 1,057. I did the math. If she wanted to do 1,000 a day, she had to have 0.7 peens in her a minute. Who gets anything out of that other than her bank account? Oh, and Courtney Clenny's mom and dad helped her with her OnlyFans stuff too. Yeah, we haven't seen Zach. He was talking about going out hunting with his son. Maybe his son got the better of him. That's sorry. A lot of nonsense. Yeah. Zach, I haven't seen Zach since Monday. So maybe he's out fishing. Maybe he's doing something. Yeah, he's kissing a fish somewhere. Maybe his son is faster than him. They'll put her hoo-ha on ice after the first few. You would have liquid ice running into it just to because again 0.7 in a minute. I know ladies complain that we men finished fast, but still you have to get to the wound, you have to stapulate the wound, and you have to get away from the wound, and you have a new guy who has to walk up to the wound, stapulate the wound. They couldn't even have had one penetration each. And she will now. I love the picture of her. She just looks like she aged 40 years in the last 2 weeks. She's gonna ruin herself, and in 10 years she's gonna come out, talk about how she was forced to do it and how she was raped and how it ruined her life, and now she has no money and drug addiction. And at that time, people will feel sorry for her because she's the victim now. No one felt sorry for her when she spent all her money and she got into a drug addiction, but it's clearly the bad men's fault. I love that when the 100th day happened, people came out and said, well, it's men taking advantage of her. No, she asked him to arrive at an apartment. And again, fellas, I know we all have talked about maybe doing the Eiffel Tower or something with a buddy. But in reality, who, if any, really want to stand in a line with another 100 guys and think, oh, there's 50 ahead of me? Well, better get loose. Better warm up. It's a hard job, but someone got to do it. Oh, there's still 40 ahead of me. I shouldn't have gotten hot that early. Boxy, what's his name? Moxie Bogues played in the NBA. Dikembe Mutombo. Have to keep my mind going. As I said, out of the 100, you want to be 99 because at least you're not the last one. Imagine what kind of weirdos do you get that want to stand in a room with 1,000 other guys with their pants off saying, hey, Bob, you back? Yeah, the 100, there was still some tension. So I'm thinking I get to the back of the line. It'll slide right in and out. I won't even feel a thing. What are you doing? How's the kids? Have to be crazy. Have I heard anything about the police audit in Canton? No. Nothing's out. So, yeah. No, this is not the daily story. This is the weird OnlyFans model in England. I come back because I heard 0.0 per minute. Tell me metric system aren't messed up. No, it's basic math. You take 100 and divide it by 300 by 24 divided by 24 added by 60 added by, I can't remember the math, but yeah. How do you like to be cleanup crew at the end of that conga line? I'll hose her down with a power washer. I know that Debbie did Dallas, but it wasn't done in a day. Exactly. For money and cloud, Luna. For money and cloud. Yeah, could be. But still, if you're gonna go watch another guy's pale ass in front of you and you're number 100, I would probably be in that state when I came in. But again, after the first 10, it probably doesn't matter. It's just come in and do this and move away. I don't go to Britain. I haven't been to Britain in a long time. Will Chamberlain, well, he did it. He did a lot of that. A visit sleep springs to mind. Yep. A loose whistle sleep. I know what the cleanup crew means, but this is a good Christian channel, Valhalla. I try to save the poor little innocent ears. Said it before elsewhere, no one does what she did without having mental issues and being groomed at a young age. Her mother is her agent. She was awfully trafficked young. I don't know any of that, and I can't prove any of that, and I don't think anyone has suggested that. I just know this lady should have all that money and go to a shrink. And then she should probably find Jesus or Muhammad or Sin, whatever, God, yoga. Do something better. Don't do 1,000 guys a day. That's probably my best recommendation for that lady. Someone said it's like a dude every 40 seconds. I don't know with 1,000 guys. 1,000 guys with how many minutes is in a day? A day is 24 hours times 60. So there's 1,440 minutes in a day. So it's 1,057 divided by 1,440. Yeah, I'm mathing it out to she have had a guy in her every 0.734027777777 minute. So and what's 60 divided by 100 times 70. Yeah, so every 42 seconds she had someone penetrate her. Every 42 seconds. Someone, yeah. It probably is after this one. Well, the problem is, I don't know, she's probably not going to get pregnant, but she didn't. It was half a day. Well, then she had someone in her every 21 seconds. But the first time when she was interviewed, she didn't know AIDS was sexually transmitted. How could you raise your daughter to be a skank like that and not tell her, hey, honey, rub her up? That's stupid. Yeah, she's probably her mom is probably just standing with the squirt bottle. Yep, that's another thing. But she didn't know anything about sexual transmitted diseases. How can you be in your 20s and don't know anything about it? I know you can come from some Puritan environments, but Britain is. I think you're kind of like us. We go to a sexual health clinic like 6th or 7th grade to learn if you're gonna have fun, put a Jimmy on because you don't want to have the responsibility. That's what we get taught in school. Yeah, I think it's 7th grade. You go to a clinic and learn all about the different ways. Uh, I think you do the same in Britain, right? Diddy must buy lube at the same store. Yeah, lube at bulk. Murray could fill a full season just saying, "You are not the father." Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, so do I. Especially with someone who's so stupid she doesn't know about sexual transmitted diseases. It's how can you be that dumb? Did she announce at 4, Mama, I want to be a hoe when I grow up? Probably. Some ladies want to be a princess, someone doesn't. Um, was it a race? No, it's just for clout. She wanted to hit 1,000. Not sticking up for a girl, but she may be a skanky. But what about the men who line up? What kind of people are they? Like I said, who want to do that? But if if I say, hey, Wells lady, you want to be paid to have smacks with me, you probably get a certain type of people. And again, there's some really creepy guys out there. Like I started saying with Neil Gaiman, if a guy says I'm a male feminist, run. If a guy says I just participated in a gangbang with 99 other guys, I'm gonna say, why are you talking to me? Stop sleeping under a bridge. I never met any guy in my life who said, oh, I wish I could be number 95. It could be fun. I kind of keep away from those people. But again, if she advertises for someone to come bang her, yeah, it's going to be all the creeps who does it. Just don't come in 5 years and claim they raped you because you paid them to do it. I don't know if they have the SATs in Britain, but she probably thought I'm gonna be famous. This is an adult chat for sure. No, no, no. This is a good Christian chat. Yeah, and again, I know that morals change and we shouldn't do all the numbers and stuff like that, but still, at some point, if you ever have a kid, they'll open a paper and say, "Is that you, mom?" Yeah, we've been dragged into the depths of depression. We started out with poo face mask. How much better could it be? I don't know. I didn't look into it. I just saw she was advertising. She did 1,057 people. Yeah, she wanted. And again, I just want to be famous. So stupid. So stupid. Yeah. Well, I think it's been taped. So yeah, of course she paid them. Or maybe she paid in that. I for one every 21 second or 42 seconds. If she said, "Well, at least you get to f me," no, I didn't. I wouldn't. I would have. But I would have money, and I would, of course, would send it to the IRS and say, "Daddy's a gigolo." But yeah, the mom is abusive. Yeah, that's the mom should be thrown out with the other trash. That's yeah. Yeah, she already did 1,000. Yeah, yeah. She did 100 last month or the month before. Now she did 1,000. That's stupid. I'm not. I might just make that part up. I think she did. Why else would they do it? At least I hope they have a waiver for her. How? Why would you be number 700 if you're not getting $5? We were all young and flexible once. I was never that flexible that I could be number 632, looking at 631 other pale butts going into a room and leave it within a minute. That's not my thing. Um, she has her own OF, of course, but my 1 hour show has now lasted 90 minutes, so I'm gonna. Oh, I just went live. Thank you for notifying me, YouTube. I'm gonna jump off. Thank you, Shizzy, all the Shizzy Raiders. If you like not always this stupid content, I do trial streaming by day. You might like it. Right now, we are following one where a lady is accused of unaliving her husband with insulin injection. They really don't have any proof against her other than she's also convicted of a Ponzi scheme. So kind of like a Murdoch trial where they want to imply that because she's a criminal in other matters, she's also a criminal in this matter. If you do like crimes, don't like. If you like crime coverage, come back at 9ish, where we'll start up again, cover the Natalie Cochran case. Other than that, if you are American, get to bed, because us Europeans have to get to work now. And thank you all so much for stopping by. Please do all the YouTube stuff if you're new here, and come back another time. We like new people, we like fun people, and sometimes we talk about crazy stuff. Other times, more crazy stuff.